Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank Going Commando for the Sony PlayStation 2. In the last video, we explored Planet Uzla. We not only killed 4 pterodactyls for our first skill point, and get our first platinum bolt with the help of the tractor beam, but we also found out where the thief has gone, to the Maktar Nebula. At the same time, we also have to deal with thugs for less, which is the hired help that the thief has pretty much paid to protect them. Why? Not sure. Thankfully, we do have the coordinates for Maktar Nebula, thanks to Abercrombie Fizzwidget and his many malapropisms. Why Ratchet never questions any of them, I'll never know, but they're there. And, well, we have no choice but to go there. It's not like we can really do anything else or go anyplace else, so let's go ahead and do it. And we have to find a way to the Thugs for Less jamming array. There's also the arena battle. Something tells me we'll be taking part in that. So I want to focus on the jamming array for the time being. There are also 2 platinum bolts. And let me check my notes. I can get one of them while going for the jamming array, and I'll show off how to do it. In the meantime, time for a cutscene. And it looks like Clank has been Clank-napped. And we're under attack. X fires the guns, circle fires the secondary weapons, square activates the turbo, L1 or R1 lets us barrel roll left or right, respectively, and L2 or R2 let us straighten the ship. Interestingly, we do have to look at these controls for a few more seconds before they get off the screen so we can actually pay attention to what we're doing. So, we have our current amount of weapons in the upper left-hand corner, and we can also get raritanium for destroying certain ships. At the top center is our shields. At the top right is our turbo. At the bottom left is our enemy ships as well as the current wave number we're on, and at the bottom right is the radar. The yellow circle, not the yellow circle, but the white circle in the center is us, while the red ships are the enemy. So those 2 bars to the sides of the shields, those are some auxiliary shields, and if those run out first, we will eventually start taking damage to the main shields, which is no fun for anyone. And thankfully, you can kind of home in on where the enemies are. If you see the green target reticle on anything flying around, that's a ship that you can shoot down. You can shoot down some asteroids as well, but I recommend focusing on the ships just because. And you may have to use your missiles, the things that you can fire with the circle button, if you want to take out certain enemies. Having a hard time talking because I am really struggling to concentrate right now at this very moment. And also, I'm also taking a lot of damage. And I want to shoot you down, and you are just not being very cooperative. If you see enemy lasers, which is the green lasers, just keep barrel rolling and just moving upwards or downwards, and you'll eventually just avoid everything. And once you take out 2 whole waves of ships, you'll head to Maktar Nebula. That was not the best attempt at getting through that dogfight, but at least it was still better than my practice run because I took out a whole bunch of ships at one time a lot faster than I did when I was practicing this. But we are now at Maktar Nebula, and there are some things here that I really want to do. First off, I want to get some ammo for the... what is it? The gravity bomb. I want to get some ammo for that. If I can level that up, that would be cool. Though, I doubt it due to the low amounts of experience that I get off of it. I can shoot this down, though. Yeah, you can actually shoot the screens down as part of a skill point which involves just destroying everything. And it's better just to aim with these things. And, well, now we have some fodder for the, gravity bomb. Let's go ahead and start blowing some people up here. And hopefully we can have more than enough ammo for the gravity bomb so I can power it up just that little bit more. Also, these red crates are back. These red crates explode when you damage them. I usually throw my wrench at them from a distance. And I would like to use the gravity bomb on these little robots that just happily gallop towards us. That way I can take out multiple enemies at once and get some experience from the gravity bomb as a result. And while I could smash the lamppost with a good old-fashioned square button strike, I would like to hit these things from a distance and save myself the embarrassment. And I can't hit that with the wrench. I can hit that with the heavy lancer, though. That's a thing I can do. Alright. We have two paths that we can take. And I'm going to take the one to the right after the start. This will take us to the jamming array. And this is where we're going to have some more fun with the tractor beam. And yes, game, I know you can use a tractor beam here. I can tell because of the orange thing. Yeah, the game will start giving you reminders of stuff for just in case. And that's not an enemy. That's an inspector droid. If you walk onto this thing, now we can't step on that, but he can. Once you put the inspector bot near where you're supposed to put him, you'll just automatically let him go. Now this is a bomb. First of all, we need to get all of these guys out of the way. And I'd also like to get some experience for the gravity bomb as well. Now, we can open this door, but that will involve this bomb. Let's pull out the tractor beam and take this thing to the door. When it starts playing the little siren faster, it's about to blow up. Keep that in mind. Also, let's blow this guy up and explain how this works once the inspector droid decides to come our way, which he will. Now let's get the tractor beam over here so that way we can get this guy on here. Now, This right here is where you place the inspector droid. This is the front. Now, you can aim this. You can aim this just by spinning this around. And then once you have this lined up like you want, just keep moving back. And eventually, you'll let go and send the inspector bot up here where you need to place them like a slingshot. Also, there are slot machines here. Let me get rid of the enemies here and then I'll go ahead and show them off. After blowing everybody here up. Had to take care of that guy with the wrench, but that's okay. And we will need another bomb there, but I do want to show the slot machines off. Believe it or not, you can play with these things. You can also blow them up, which is not always the best idea. And by hitting these things, you spend 10 bolts to get prizes, and I blew that up too. Great! Well, there is a skill point involved with those. If you can somehow get 3 bars and win 300 bolts, you get a skill point for it. But it's pretty hard to get. In the meantime and in between time, now that we don't have any slot machines to play with, we might as well go ahead and get everything out of the way here, and then we need to use a tractor beam to take this bomb with us. These platforms, you want to make sure you use them so that way you don't fall into the electrified floor below, which will hurt you. It will knock you into the air if you land in it. So don't do that. Now, okay, cool. We need to destroy these little searchlights, because these things will definitely give... Really? These things will definitely give us some of these sweet, sweet bolts that we need to buy stuff with. And we also need to use the bomb as a slingshot, or at least a shot from a slingshot, to get rid of these spheres above us. This will allow us to continue on with this part. Now let's try not to blow ourselves up as we do all this. And then, let's get the tractor beam out. And let's aim carefully. Now if I'm at mid-distance between the first and second line, I can hit that. Let me test that theory out with the other ball, the other lower ball. This should be good. Perfect. Yeah, that'll definitely do it. As for the upper balls, you just have to move all the way back. Just aim and move. That's all there is to those. Just make sure you're straightened out first before you do this. Otherwise, that happens. At least the bomb always respawns. And with those 4 balls not powering this part out of the way, we can go into this vehicle and we can sabotage the jamming array. But first, I want to... Okay, yeah, we have the gravity bomb equipped, and by pressing triangle inside this vehicle, we can go straight to the jamming array. We have areas within areas now. That's nice.
To disable the jamming array, destroy the 6 transponders. Expose transmitters with the bolt crank. Press square to attach your wrench, then walk around the platform.
And another mechanic from the first game returns.
For a map, press select or R3.
Turn a bolt, just walk up to it, press square, and Ratchet will face where you need to run. Just rotate the
Hit the
left
exposed
stick,
rods to destroy the towers.
and then hit the explode rods so you can destroy the transponder. There are 6 here, and there are 5 more remaining. Now, before we go in that direction, we need to get on the car, and then we need to jump over here. Now, if you press X on this, you'll get launched high up into the air. You'll see the platinum bowl on the way down. Thankfully, you can line yourself up with it and get it. And that's our first of 2 platinum bolts for the Maktar Nebula. Now for this part. You're probably wondering where to go. Even though you can press select or R3 to get a map, following these little trails, these conduits, is usually the way to go. And in case you can't find one, well, there's the map to help you find one anyway. The telltale light of the next transponder also is a big help. It would definitely help if I did not throw the wrench and have one of these things bite me. Here's the second transponder. Let's blow that up. And we need to go this way. Let's get a gravity bomb and jump up here onto this platform. And we also need to blow this guy up. Had to mute the mic there so I could cough. That was fun. But there are also droids which throw the cutter, or the chopper blades at you, rather. Those things do throw the chopper blades at you, and those things hurt. Also, I want to go back to the gravity bomb, and I do have some experience on that. That is cool. Let us go ahead and get some experience for the gun. And let's shoot down some enemies before going over here. We don't have to go over here, but we might as well, just for the extra money and experience. And one of these platforms will have the bolt that we do need to turn. In the meantime, we want to look for more enemies. And it would be nice if I could look around. And it looks like I'm going to have to go over here to get that bolt turned. Alright. Let's turn this bolt now that we have all the enemies out of here. I went a little too fast, but that's okay. Let's now go over here and hit the exposed rod so we can destroy our third transponder. Alright. Going to press this. And this is where we need to go. We need to go towards this light. That'll take us where we need to go next. The conduits do lead here anyway. So we do have that going on. And let us blow stuff up here. Wow, that even got the robot with the chopper blade. That was interesting. And from here, let's destroy our fourth transponder. And we need to find out where we need to go next. There's us. Have we been there already? Okay, we need to go over there next. And there are now some platforms that are here. Before following the conduits, let's jump over here. Now we need to blow everything up here just to make things a little simpler for ourselves. And then we can take care of these guys and turn the bolt. Thankfully, just like in the first game, pressing X and then pressing square to do that aerial strike with the wrench still does double damage compared to just pressing square alone. And that is one more transponder gone. We need to get to the next transponder. It's right over there. And we're going to go down and follow the conduit. We're going to follow the path that is right here. That leads here. Let's try not to get hurt a whole bunch as we do stuff here. There's a transponder, but we need to find a way to open it up. Okay. We're there. Okay, there's that. And that leads to where we need to go. We are now exactly where we need to be. I haven't missed anything. I wanted to make sure of that, because I did these out of order in the practice run. And now we have disabled the sphere, and we have completed the mission.
Good work, my boy. You are proving to be invaluable in this underwear. Anywho, it appears the thief is now under the protection of thugs for less. But I may have found a way for you to insinuate their operation.
Is it dangerous?
No. Actually, yes, it is.
Good.
Take a look at this.
The wind in your hair, the sun on your skin, the bugs in your teeth. We are the Desert Riders.
Before I became a desert rider, I didn't fit in anywheres. I had low self-esteem, bad breath, and a thing for ladies' undergarments. But these guys understand me. They really do.
Yeah, I'm just here for the bake sales. Oh yeah, I also make these cute gloves for all the guys.
So if you've got what it takes, use this temporary membership to enter the most grueling hoverbike race in the galaxy. Win it and become one of us. Desert Riders, the #1 leisure choice of thugs for less.
Desert riders all use Megacorp bikes, so I just had to pull a few strings. Contract me as soon as you get more indignation. PrizWidget out.
I forgot to mention what a malapropism is earlier. A malapropism is more or less a substitution of one word for another word that sounds similar but has a completely different meaning. For instance, instead of saying lead the way and we'll proceed, you could pull a malapropism by saying lead the way. Man, I cannot speak. You can pull a malapropism by saying lead the way and we'll precede. Proceed and precede both meaning almost opposite things, if not completely opposite things. And we have now taken down the satellite array, and that just leads back to the ship. Okay, I thought I'd be performing more of the mission and going down a road that I hadn't gone yet, but apparently this doesn't seem to be the case. So what I'm going to do is, I am not only going to go through here and destroy everything. Wait a minute, I have to destroy everything again. Ugh. So it's not really going to count towards the skill point, I don't think. I may have to come back here later. Once I have a few things squared away, I guess. And this guy's shooting at me again. I really need to get some health. And I also need to check the Megacorp vendor too, because I forgot to do that. Alright. And, yeah, everything just kind of led back to the ship. Which means we'll have to take the other path some other time. Apparently, when I got back, everything respawned. That's something. Oh, well, what can you do? Besides, get more bolts. At least I'm getting stuff here. Doing all this really helps. I know it feels like I'm kind of wasting my time here. And probably yours as well, but you can never have enough bolts in a Ratchet and Clank game. You really can't. And let's see if there's anything new here. Well, we still have the Blitz gun, but we still can't afford that. And, well, it looks like I've done enough for one video. Let's go ahead and save our game. There we have it, the Maktar Nebula. Join me next time where we explore more of the Maktar Nebula and see what else we can do around here. We do have the battle arena. That one has some special skill points of their own, but I don't think we can get those, at least not yet. It'll still be cool to check out, though. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!